the space for our COVID patient. We continue to hire doctors and nurses. We strengthen our medical facilities. We bought machines, that yung mga cardiovascular machines, equipment that can help COVID patient under severe and critical. Modesty aside, ma'am, noong sinabi nung nakaraang taon ng World Health Organization na ang remdesivir ay nakatutulong at nakatutulong sa mga pasyenteng COVID, no? At ito'y inadapt ng FDA, inaprobahan, binigyan to ng EUA. Immediately, the City of Manila applied for CSP. Our 6th hospital acquired CSP, yung Compassionate Special Permit, and we were granted. That's why we bought our own remdesivir. Then it was developed. Sabi nila meron daw mas maganda kapag nasa severe na, critical na, no? Yung tocilizumab. So mamahaling gamot lahat ito. But hindi kami nagdalawang isip kasi bawat buhay mahalaga, no? Nakabili kami, the same process. So napagandaan ng kaunti. Hindi siya perfectong gobyerno, but we always try in our own little way to be ahead of the infection. We must act faster. That's the only way we can do. Because I want to open up business. Gusto ko to magkaroon ng komersyo. Pag may komersyo, may oportunidad sa tao, may trabaho. Trabaho ang bubuhay sa tao. No? Kaya lamang, kailangan natin maging responsabling mamamayan. Sabi ko nga, learn to live with COVID-19 because COVID-19 will stay. Will it stay next year? Yes, will stay. Will continue to infect people? Yes. But are we ready? We must. We must be ready. We must always prepare ourselves. Opening up, balik na natin sa eskwelahan, yung mga bata, because they are psychologically and emotionally challenged nowadays. Hindi tayo pwede magtago. Di ba? Kaya kailangan matutunan natin harapin ito. This is what you call in leadership in this decision making. No? Sometimes you have to take some level of risk. No? Kasi if not, hibernation and stagnation will not bring you anywhere. We must move. We must open business. Business provides jobs. Jobs provides security, kapanatagan sa tao. So these are the things that naging challenge sa aming mga mayor. But salamat sa Diyos. Salamat sa mga taga-Maynila. Nasunod naman sila. In fact, our vaccination, modesty aside, mama, yung aming sistema sa vaccination is not perfect, but numbers don't lie, results matter. 125% first dose, 117% second dose. So we went beyond what is required from us. Ang sabi sa amin ay 70% by September. We achieved 70% by August. Now, October, 100+%. Bakit naman naging 100+%? Kasi nga, this is a universal problem. It has to be approached inclusively. So we vaccinated people who are not from Manila because they work in Manila and go to Manila. And the logic behind is, it's either they bring us the virus or we send them the virus because there is infection. So sabi ko, dapat tirahin na natin ng tirahin. Kaya makikita mo sa Maynila, mahaba ang pila. So we have a good problem, because people are, trusting the city of Manila. They opted to go to Manila and get vaccinated because our policy is open policy. Kumbaga, magpatira ka, pila ka todits. Dito ka sa Gedli, o tutusukin ka namin. Because this is what we need. We need to vaccinate people so that we can move forward with our lives, go to normalcy. No? Hindi po pwedeng mababagal-bagal ba.
Natutuwa ako sa lengguwahe mo. You're down-to-earth person. And really, I cannot find any other so frank, brutally frank person like you, but still you remain acceptable naman yung language din. Sabi mo nga, di kailangan maging foul mouth ka, no? Anyways, but because of your being proactive, naging COVID case ka rin, nahawa ka rin, sir, di ba? So how was it?
Mahirap magka-COVID. Kaya nga kung minsan nagtatanong yung mga tao, "Oy, Yorme, tutulog ka pa ba?" But we cannot stop eh. You know, in a chaotic situation where there is uncertainty in the hearts and minds of our people, leaders should be there. Not in their comfort zone. At the very least, your presence, no, in the area, in the field, managing it, macro and micro. But I have to pay the price. You know, there's what you call the occupational hazards. I got infected. Salamat sa Diyos. Salamat sa bakuna. Salamat kahit na sino ba yung tinira sa akin na maraming hindi naniniwala. Far as science is concerned, when I was diagnosed, symptomatic ako, nagkaroon ako ng parang trangkaso, lagnat, sakit ng katawan, nahirati ako sa ospital, sa Santa Ana Hospital. No? At nung ako'y CT scan, clear ang baga ko. 5 days thereafter, inano ko, what do you call this? X-ray. Sa awa ng Diyos, clear ang baga ko. So, vaccine helps. So, if that is the case, this is now my point. We vaccinate everyone para naman magkaroon ng provecho yung mga bakunado, di ba? Yes. Is ilabas natin sila, payagan natin silang lumabas, makapagtrabaho, mamili, umalig sa eskwela. Kasi that's the purpose of vaccination. You protect, add protection to every human being. Because wala, kahit nasa bahay ka, tita, kahit nasa bahay hindi lumalabas.
Yes, so, I know that.
There's no difference between out there and inside because you still get infected. So the best way to do it is vaccinate people and move forward again. No? Dahan-dahan. With due diligence, of course, with due diligence. Pero dahan-dahan, kailangan may improvement. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy. But it's a very good experience of mine. Maswerte ako, nakaligtas ako. Maraming hindi nakakaligtas. Yes. Nalulungkot tayo, nakikiramay tayo sa mga pamilyang yaon. But life must go on. We must survive. We must strive. There must be certainty in our lives.
Yes. And before I get into the brass tacks further, I would like to ask muna itong mga questions kasi sinabi ko nga sa'yo, hindi ka pala wala pa sa screen.
Okay lang po.
Marami ng questions. Marami akong naka-prepare na questions sa'yo but I have to give way to others. Kasi,
yeah, sure.
Okay. This is the first question that I got from the Facebook. Marami tayong nagpa-Facebook and I know you have more than 5 million Facebook followers in your own Facebook account and with your Vice Presidential running mate, Doc Willie Ong, with whom I had 2 weeks ago, 16 million. Sabi ko, malaki na yan. Possible voters, di ba, sir? And the first question today, does the City of Manila comply to the quarantine protocol set by the DOH and the IATF for its employees? Kasi may memo from Manila Health Department na contradictory, kaya rather na quarantine leave, sick leave ang filed. Kailan po ang second and third chance ng mga employees? Lagi ko taga Manila City to, kaya hindi nag-identify.
Ano daw yung tanong niya?
May memo daw from the Manila Health Department na contradictory doon rather than on the quarantine leave, sick leave ang filed o filled. So, ano
sick
daw?
Leave ka, kasi sick leave ka naman talaga. Dahil you're sick.
With COVID.
COVID eh. Sick leave naman. Tawag doon. Nagkasakit ka eh.
Oo. Pero ako noon, inabot ako ng isang buwan, ha? Hindi lang 14 days. Oo. Kasi meron pang...
Ako naka-appeal ko ng 10+1. Tapos 4 days quarantine.
Hindi kasi after the 14 days, pag sinwab test, ando doon pa yung traces sa pag nag-swab test ka, yung dead tissues doon. So hindi pa ako pwede. So I had to take another swab test. Third, 3 tests ako bago ako na-clear.
That's good. That's what you call due diligence. You're just being sensitive to your family, to your friends. You follow as a citizen. You follow what science dictates. Kumbaga, you don't argue. Kasi ano yun anong tawag ito? Pusang disiplina. And I do believe in people. Naniniwala ako sa tao na kaya disiplina ng tao. Like the way you said it a while ago. Diba? Nagkusa ka.
Yes.
For yourself, definitely. And for
family.
your love.
Yes. Ito, pareho ko, taga City Hall to. Kailan po ang second and third tranche ng mga employees?
Third tranche ng what?
Siguro yung sa
Hazard paid. Release lang namin. Meron kami good news. So, City Hall employee. I just signed a week ago 195 million.
Wow. Ang daming pera ng city government,
Actually, tita, to be honest with you, wala naman kaming bagong pera It's the same money from last year. Kasi unang-una nga, masama pa nga sitwasyon ng pera dahil yung negosyo, hirap na hirap.
Down.
Diba?
Yes, so I was surprised. We had so much.
In terms of business, we continue to make them feel that the government is sensitive to their situation. Recently, yung tax amnesty, general tax amnesty. So ito yung business, amilyar, saka yung mga huli-huli sa traffic. We just issued hanggang December 31. You know why? Because we're very happy to inform you and the public that June 30 pa lamang, nasa 70% na kami sa collection. So usually na-achieve namin yun at December.
To where you attribute that kind of robust financial
siguro dahil nakikita ng tao kung saan namin tinotosgas yung pera nila. Siguro. Because of our Facebook showing them our shortcomings and little success. So dahil nakikita ng utaw yung
transparent
in the city. Now, with regard to our money, we prioritize because based on plan, mitigation, diba? The M plan. We are now on the M plan, how to mitigate the effects of the socio-economic impact to the lives of our people, to the families, and that includes employees. Diba? Sabi ko nga sa iyo, paano ka magiging mabuti sa kapitbahay mo kung sa sarili mong bahay hindi ka nagiging maayos? Hindi naman yan maganda yun. Ang tawag ko doon, ang tao. So we try to address our people at the same manner, our employees also people, our community members, tao sa lipunan. So mamamayan din sila. So they deserve things na makakabuti, makakadagdag, makakabawas. In our own little way, pinipilit namin maging mainam at masinop at epesyenteng maglingkod sa tao. But there is no fresh money. Walang bago kasi hirap na ang buhay ng tao. Kaya lang, ipinagpapasalamat ko sa mga taxpayers ng Manila na nagbabayad sila. Nagbabayad sila. Ngayon, in return naman, para maramdaman naman nila na inuunawa natin, gumagawa tayo ng how to ease their business, yung sitwasyon nila. And at the same manner, we make sure, we'll show them kung saan napupunta at mapupunta yung mga buwis na binabayad nila. Awa naman ng Diyos.
Nabanggit mo kanina yung Tondo Bean, yung 1, 2, and your other infrastructure projects. Natatanda ko noon, in-announce mo during the COVID last year, na isi-set aside mo muna yung mga less priority infra in order to front load sa pangangailangan sa COVID.
Ang galing. Naalala mo, ha?
Yes.
Okay, tama po kayo. Alam nyo, noong titirahin na namin yung budget ng September 2020 for the current year, no? Sabi ko, nung piniprepare namin yun, sabi ko, sige, basta yung ating pera sa bangko, based sa loan natin, lahat yun, yung ating social amelioration program or yung minimum basic needs.
Oh.
No? Yung pabahay, ospital, eskwelahan, no? Lahat yon tuloy natin. Pero yung ibang infrastruktura, like for example, very specific, kalsada. No? Sabi ko, cancelin nyo muna lahat dyan halos. Unless yung what is required by law. No?
Yes,
Sundin lang natin what is required by law. Pero yung outside of the law, in terms of development, cancelin muna natin yun. Katulad ng mga kalsada, kasi ang sabi ko sa kanila, feeling ko tatamaan tayo ng 2021. No? Hindi pa natin nai-hit yung pinakamataas. Now, wag na natin hulaan paghanda natin. So ang unang epekto niyan, pagkagutom. Based on data, I think there was a survey, hindi ko alam kung SWS yan o Pulse Asia, na may tinatawag silang involuntary hunger.
Yes, SWS.
Yeah, with that data, so bakit ko pa hahawak ng bolang bilog at uhulaan yung posibleng mangyari? Abatan na natin. So what we did, we came up with about 3 billion pesos, no? Na kinancel namin na mga kalsada. Kasi ang katwiran ko, yung kalsada, pagdating ng alas 12, walang kakalam na sikmura. Pero sigurado ako, mahirap middle class at mayaman, kain ng alas 12, kakain ng alas 7 ng gabi. So, we must come up with something that will ease, no? Yung maibsan, yung katatayuan nila, yung hirap na dadanasin nila sa mga darating na buwan. Doon nabuo yung food security program. So we provided in our own little way food boxes every month, immaterial, whether it is ECQ, MECQ, MGCQ, banana Q, lahat na ng Q, it doesn't matter. What matter most is that the data. Mahirapan ng tao, walang trabaho, walang trabaho, walang negosyo. Anong epekto? Chicha, mahirapan. Yung pagkain, the basic. So we created a computation, yung bigas, delata, kape, and so na if you're a family of 5, that can last about 3-4 days. If you're a family of 3, that can last for a week. Depende na lang sa nanay mo. Nanay ko kasi mainam yung nanay ko nung araw eh. So malangit daw ang kaluluwa. But depende sa gamit mo. Pero ito'y natanggap ng walang pinipili. Ibig sabihin, mahirap, lalo na yung middle class. Sila yung pinaka-apektado, yung middle class. Dahil ang dami nilang bayarin. Yung mahirap, talagang mahirap na eh. Alam na namin mahirap kami. Yung pandemya, mas mahirap. Normal na sa buhay namin yun. Pero yung middle class, hindi naman nasanay yun doon sa hirap na dinanas ng hirap namin. So, apektado sila emotionally, psychologically, and economically. So, tinamaan din sila. Yung mayaman, yung mga taxpayer, naramdaman nila na bumalik sa kanila yung buwis. Pero natutuwa naman ako kasi yung mga naka-condominium, Tita Marichu, ang ginawa nung iba, yung mga empleyado nila, janitor, guardia, elevator, lahat, no? Pinagsama-sama. Meron akong alam dyan sa Top Avenue. Binigay din nila yung mga employees nila. So, talagang lumalabas yung malasakitan kapag may pandemya o hamon.
Yung totoong malasakit.
Yung totoo. Yung totoo.
Yes.
Talagang
hindi slogan. Hindi slogan. Ay, Yorme, kasi ang daming question dito. Can you answer them as brief as you can o kung kailangan mo? Kasi ang haba kundi hindi mo tatanong lahat ito. So, ito muna siyempre, unahin ko muna yung Philippine Star. Si Mark Cayabyab, siya ang reporter ko sa'yo. Okay. May we ask for comment on Caloocan Rep. Egay Erice's call for both Mayor ISKO and VP Lenny to be open, quote-unquote, to working together to beat Bongbong Marcos, prevent return of Marcoses in Malacanang, and beat administration Bato Bongo Sandra Duterte.
Mark, well, as I have said, I can work with anyone. It's very clear. Tita Marichu, you can attest to that because yung mga department head ko, alam mo kung sino ang amo nila dati.
Yes.
But I opted to get them because they are good in their field of undertaking. Pinili ko magaling sila. At kailangan sila ng syudad. No? So, having said that, there is a proof to that statement.
Yeah.
Second, I did not run to go against one person.
Very good.
I decided, hindi ako nagpa-udyok, hindi ako nagpa-anoint. I decided to participate, to offer what we have done in Manila that are duplicable and scalable in terms of how do we approach the COVID-19 pandemic in our lives and how to continue to invest in our people, uplifting the quality of life. Yung HDI, yung Human Development Index, or the minimum basic needs are being provided. And how can we move on towards development? How can we move on paano mapapapanatag ang tao? So I decided to run to offer that kind of services. I did not run because galit ako sa iyo, Marichu, galit ako kung kanino man, o galit ako kung kanino man politiko o pamilya ng politiko. I decided to run to offer my services in my own little way, my experience and managing things, and how to work with everyone, with anybody, immaterial of their colors. No? Tsaka, yun na nga, nakita ko kasi, Mark, nagiging paulit-ulit yung issue ng away ng politika ng mga pamilya tuwing may halalan. But para bang we are being dragged backwards by this situation. Again and again, we don't forget what happened in the past. We will always remember their mistakes and successes. With their success, we will duplicate and innovate. With their failure, papanagutin natin sila sa mata ng batas, hindi sa kapritsyo at kapangyarihan lamang ng Pangulo. Kumbaga, lahat na nagkasala, nagnaka, ng api o pumatay, papanagutin natin sa mata ng batas. Hindi yung dahil sa kaaway natin sila sa politika. Kaya tayo nadadrag ng ganitong buhay. Kaya tayo bumabagal. Yan, kasasabi ko lang sa iyo kanina, tita, pinatawad ko sila lahat. Pero, nung mga nagkakaso sila, I did not lift a finger. I did not protect anyone. I let the natural course of law apply to them. I continue to believe in the institution. And there is a system for that. So that I can focus on task at hand. So, sa akin, then again, basta tayo, papapanagutin natin ang mga nagkasala, nag-abuso sa loob at mata ng batas. Tatakbo tayo for the simple reason we offer solution sa problema natin ngayon. And I do believe, if I may repeat it, Ma'am Marichu,
okay,
we must live, and we, the people today, deserve to live in our present and work together for our better future. That's what I want. We have to move forward because the real enemy is COVID-19. COVID-19 virus brought us in this situation. Plus, dadagdagan mo pa ng mga politika at away pamilya. Hindi talaga. It's not me. Sa buhay ko, ang daming ng api sa akin. Ang daming nagsalita sa akin ng hindi maganda. Ang daming nagmaliit sa akin. Pero I did try to forgive them. I tried to more, anong tawag yan? Forward-looking. But I tried to answer back and reasonable to those people in the past, and yung being me, kumbaga, ang mahirap lamang, tita, may mga ilang individual talaga, whether the present or in the past, na mga elitista na kapag pinagsalitaan yung kanilang mga kaming mga middle class, kaming mga mahihirap, kapag sumagot kami, at mga ngatwiran, magiging bastos na. Kasi sila mapupunta sa langit, o kami mapupunta sa impyerno. Para bang ganon? Hindi naman ako pumapayag ng ganoon. Kasi kung meron man ako yaman sa buhay, o yaman ang tao sa buhay, ang kanyang dignidad, ang kanyang karakter, we must continue to value that. Maaring wala akong pera, o wala akong mga sikat na mga magulang katulad nila, o asawang katulad nila. What matter most is that walang tapakan ng pagkatao.
Okay.
Diba? Kaming mga galing sa wala na nagsumikap, mga middle class na nagsumikap at patuloy na nagsusumikap, may karapatan din kaming ipagtanggol ang aming dignidad at karakter. No?
Yeah.
At it doesn't mean kapag kami ay sasagot, ay bastos na agad. Ugaling elitista yan ugaling ano yan, yung ang tawag yan, mata pobre ba ang tawag doon? Ng mga nanay
Yung
na.
pumapatol daw sa babae.
Hindi naman. We respect women. Well, modesty aside. You know, tita, sa Maynila, ang policy, di ba? Walang babae, walang lalaki, walang bakla, walang tomboy, walang
No gender, no gender
Exactly.
bias.
Exactly. We must address the situation. And we are responsible to our actions. Di ba? We don't look at you as men or women. When you take leadership, sometimes you have to bite the bullet. When you're trying to decide on the matters, maasim man ang suka, kailangan mong inumin. That is what you call leadership. Sariling disposisyon. Hindi disposisyon ng ibang tao, hindi disposisyon ng mga iilang grupo. You don't answer to them. You are answerable to your people and constituency. And you deserve better things from your government. Hindi dahil sa kung ano ka pa man. Kundi when you try to take the leadership, you must be decisive.
Okay.
You must. And there is no guarantee of better future, but at least you must have a direction, you must have a goal, and may decision ka sa buhay. May sarili kang disposition. How can you decide on things that, nakakailanganin kung padili-dali ka pa, hindi mo malaman. You have to take that kind of risk. And I respect each and everyone's opinion. That's their opinion. But it doesn't mean I don't deserve one.
Okay.
Karapatan ko rin mag-opinion. At karapatan kong ipagtanggol ang isang bagay na alam kong mali. Pag mali at kasinungalingan, sabi ni Edmund Burke, di ba? For evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing.
Ako simple lang. Simple lang. Yung ikaw policy mo, forgive, but I do not forget.
Exactly. Because we will learn. Now, kung ma-offend ka, I'm sorry. Pasensya.
Okay.
I am no perfect. I am no angel. I've learned my life lesson in the streets. And I can never be right all the time. But I am always just makatwiran. Doon lang ako. Kasi hindi naman ako magiging tama lagi. Hindi naman ako perfecto. Hindi naman tayo nag-aanghel-anghelan. Di ba? I made mistakes. I had shortcomings in life. Marami na akong pagkakadapa. Sa 7 beses ako nadapa, 8 beses akong bumangon. Kasi hindi ako sumusuko. Dahil wala naman akong ibang aasahan. Dahil wala naman akong tatay na presidente. O asawa ni. No, it's me. I mean,
yes, I know.
And it's a very harsh environment. Politics is a very harsh environment. And salamat sa mga taga-Maynila. Despite na hindi ako alta sa syudad, hindi ako pamilya ng mga politiko, yung mga matataas na yan, mga ang tawag diyan, may tawag yata sa kanila, but the point is I survived.
Yes.
Kasi ang isang mahirap, ang isang middle class, they really try to, dapa, bangon. Hindi tayo sumusuko . That's our struggle in life. And we must not surrender. We must not give up. We must continue to aspire better things for us, for our family. And that's what we are in the real world, tita. Yun ang tunay na buhay ng tao.
Oo. Pero to use your own word, may follow-up question si Mark. Can we confirm that the mayor felt offended when VP declared for candidacy, even though it was she who was pushing for Mayor ISKO to run for president with Senator Manny Pacquiao as VP? Were you offended by that?
I move on with my life.
So there was an offer. There was an offer, indeed, for you.
I move on with our life. Ganun lang ako kasimple.
Okay.
Kung may mga taong hindi tumutupad sa kanilang sinasabi, let the people be our judge. Someday malalaman ng tao at hindi natin maloloko ang tao. Kaya nga sabi ko sa iyo, naalala mo yung sinasabi ng mga matatanda, ang tanso, tubugin mo man ng ginto, tanso pa rin. Kaya ako ganun lang.
Yes,
move on. Yeah. Now, again and again, kung na-offend yung sino man, I'm sorry. Hindi ako anghel. Hindi ako perfecto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, pag-campaign time.
We always try to develop ourselves, better ourselves as leaders. Yes. And we've learned fast and absorb, and not to repeat the same mistake over and over again. Because yes. I believe in what Einstein said. Na don't expect different results will come to you tomorrow if what you did today is the same as yesterday. That's why maybe bakit hindi tayo umuusad ng mabilis dala lagi tayong nakatingin sa likod, madadapa tayo noon.
Street smart, indeed. You're street smart. Ito ka muna. Marami pang question. Sandra Ginaldo, GMA7.
Hi, Sandra.
What is your view on substitution? What can you say that those urging Mayor Sara to run are still hoping she would because this is allowed by the substitution period?
Well, the law allows it. Sad to say. Our laws allows it. And I hope someday it will be changed. Now, I don't believe in that. Kasi ang tawag ko dyan, tita, chinuchubibo tayo, pinaglalaruan, chubibo, piniperis wheel. Yes. Pinapaikot-ikot tayo.
Yes.
I don't believe that the people deserve it. Yung our ignorance, some of our ignorance, para bang lalo pang pinagkakalandakan sa pagmumukha natin. Pinaglalaruan ng buhay natin. Kaya nga, you have to be decisive, especially in a pandemic situation. You must not run on the basis of going against one person. You must not run simply because you were just anointed. You must run because you decided. And you decided on time. Yung tinakda. Pero then again, I respect the laws. I continue to recognize provisions of our laws. We may disagree with that, but that is the law of the land that allows it. No? Okay. But let me remind you, ako, kung talagang gusto mo, di ba? Huwag ka nang maghanap ng dahilan. Yeah? Chinuchubibo nyo pa kami. Yun, di ba? Kung sa kasada.
Pero ikaw nakipag-usap ka rin kay Mayor Sara, di ba? You had similar talks with Mayor Sara.
Wala. In fairness to Mayor Sara, no, okay. I have never seen her, talk to her, but I tried to send my message to kasi wala akong contact sa kanya, to a friend and wish her well. I know the feeling of having COVID.
COVID, yes.
And my regards and wish her well and prayed for her. And I said to a friend, send the message to extend it to Mayor Sara. And let me use this opportunity to wish her well. Mahirap. Yes. I think some members of the family also got infected. Yes. It's really hard to get infected, and it doesn't recognize yung estado mo sa buhay. Mayaman ka, mahirap ka, walang gamot.
Powerful ka o hindi.
Exactly. Kaya I really feel for her, and I hope she will recover.
Okay, well said. Isa Abendaño of GMA7 News.
Yeah.
Your reaction po sa pag-withdraw ni Noli de Castro sa kanyang senatorial bid, nagkausap na ba kayo? And she has the same, Melissa Lopez of CNN Philippines had the same question. Would you like to confirm, sir, kung kailan po nag-withdraw ng senatorial candidacy si Kabayan Noli de Castro? What did he tell you po, and when did he make that decision to back out?
Personal reason niya. No, wala akong liberty to tell you yung kanyang...
Asin na lang, no? Asin na lang.
With due respect to Kabayan Noli de Castro, and I believe and I support this decision because there is a personal reason behind it. And I'm not in the liberty to tell the public to state that situation. But we were informed yesterday.
Dapat ba sa Action Demokratiko siya? Tatakbo?
Sa Action siya. Action.
Sa inyo.
Action pa rin naman siya. Kaya lang for personal reason hindi muna siya tutuloy.
Kung
and we support that.
And if he pops out with another political party, how would you feel?
Well, it's not up for me to decide.
Okay. Sino-sino ang mga senatorial lineup ng Aksyon?
So far, si Carl Balita and Samira Goto.
Okay. This is from Pat Santos, Tribune.
Pat.
Kaibigan mo, best friend mo. Wala pa po official.
Madilim si Pat ngayon.
Dark days. Ay, pareho kayo, moreno. Pero maputi ka. Yan daw ang color. Favorite color, hindi pink. Moreno ang kulay.
Kulay
yan
ng
ang
Pilipino.
Joke. Yan ang joke kayo sa ano. Anyway, tanong niya, wala pa po official campaign period, pero nagkapalitan ako yung dalawa ng maanghang na salita sa pagitan ng kampo niyo at kampo ni Lenny. In fact, ang criticism sa'yo nga hold ka lang muna kasi hindi pa campaign period and she is a vice president of the country still.
Well, again and again, your opinion is as good as mine. I think every person who were asked and being accused must answer. We deserve also. Hindi naman ko mahirap kami, maliit kami tao, hindi na kami makakasagot. Bawal na
mayor
kami.
Mayor ka pa rin, di ba?
Bastos na kami sumagot. Pag sumagot kami, hindi naman siguro.
Yes.
Basta that is water under the bridge. We move forward.
I thought you reconciled na.
No, I did not run against her because I'm against her. I did not run because I'm against Ping, against Bongbong, and I ran because I opted to participate in this democracy, in this election as candidate for president, simply because I would like to offer things that we have done in Manila that are duplicable and scalable in the entire country with regard to pandemic and our development or Human Development Index plan.
Yeah. Your mentor, former Manila City Mayor, Lito Atienza, was my guest last week. He is now one of the vice presidential candidates, and I distinctly remember him. Sabi ko, inaway ko pa nga siya, ikaw, na-scoop kami dahil pinoward mo yung Pacquiao-Moreno team. Whatever happened to that Pacquiao-Moreno team or Moreno-Pacquiao team?
I don't know. I really don't know.
No such talks, no?
May mga usapan kami nila Manny, di ba? Publicly naman na publish. But never naman, in fairness to former Mayor Lito Atienza, na nag-i-initiate din siya on his own. But I respect his decision.
That's again, the question now.
This is democracy. Everybody is entitled to run for such position. May minimum age. Yun lang naman ang requirements.
40 years old and above. Ikaw 47 na, di ba? Sabi mo nga.
19. Okay. Naintindihan mo na yun.
Ito naman, sir, isang kaibigan mo rin, sa Lawrence Tanhoco ng radyo ng Bayan, Radyo Pilipinas. Sa dami ng nagawa niyo po sa Maynila, gaano kalaki ang dito sa national government kung meron man? Gaano kalaki ang tulong dito ng national government kung meron man? I think meron yung vaccination, for one.
Vaccination, malaking tulong yun. Most of it naman din, amin din. Most of it sa national, tas some of it is amin. Ano pa ba? Yung amin testing from private sector and national government.
Infrastructure.
Yung infrastructure is simply because of the Development Bank of the Philippines.
Sa condominium.
Yes, yung mga aming high impact program, long-term solution because of a windfall. May windfall kasi kami because of the Mandanas case. No? In the Mandanas case,
internal
we have a future income. So sabi ko, so that we stimulate the economy of Manila and to feel to create the velocity of money, no?
Yes.
Velocity of money to infuse more economic movement o komersyo and create more jobs is the future income was sold to government banks. Kumbaga, Ma'am Marichu, isang katawan, magkabilang bulsa. So, yung konting innovation na yun,
fiscal engineering.
And I sold that idea to Development Bank of the Philippines and Land Bank. Sabi ko, ito yung aming future. Kaya, anong gagawin ninyo? Sabi ko, I will student-teacher ratio, the proper ratio. Instead of 1:80, 1:70, maging 1:40. Tas air condition, may pasilidad. So these are, nung binili yun, yung binibenta ko yung idea na yun sa DBP at Land Bank, nagustuhan naman nila. Kaya we were supported of that. So what we sold, ano lang talagang konting tweak lang, Tita Marichu What we sold is the windfall, not the regular one. Because the regular era, year to year, in the absence of the Mandanas, can sustain us year on year. But we have a windfall, incoming, future income, without raising taxes. So, binenta namin yung idea, binilisan namin ng kilos. So, modesty aside, tita, I cannot even imagine nung kinukwenta na namin lahat yung mga nangyari sa Maynila. I mean, history will judge us also.
Okay.
Someday. Mahirap magbuhat ng bangko.
Yes. Let your accomplishments speak for yourself.
Tita Marichu, i-GMG mo. I-Google mo, ganda.
Anyway, marami pa questions si Lawrence, kaya medyo, isa sa bati ko sa inyo po ay ang iskomunista, Domagoso. Dahil kakampi daw kayo ng mga komunista na tinuturing na terorista ng gobyerno. Kaya niyo po bang kondenahin categorically ang CPP and NDF? If yes, can you do it for the record? If no, why?
Of course. I am no communist. Ina-attach nila ako, tingnan mo talaga yung mga ilang individual. May picture, Tita, may picture. It's a peace talk
Oh yeah, I know.
I was part of the
Yes, I know. I was questioning that. Why is ISKO
for the
doing
experience. Because at least nakakita ako ng malaking problema ng bansa, which is insurgency. No? Kaya nagkaganoon for some different ideology. And I witnessed it. And I'm fortunate. And thanks to President Duterte, thanks to Norwegian government, I participated as an observer and I've learned so many things. But then again, katulad ng picture namin ni Bongbong Marcos sa isang restaurant na ako nagkasal, nagkasal ako, kinasal ko si Mel Robles, ninong si Bongbong Marcos. Pero ang ginawa nila, kirap nila yung picture, pinalalabas ng mga, ewan ko, sino ba yung mga maliliit na
political operators.
Mga operators na kaya yan ganyan kasi Bongbong Marcos, kanya.
Okay.
So, the same picture in the peace talk, kinakrap yung picture at saka yung kwentuhan namin. No? Pero hindi nila pinapakita, nandoon yung mga military, nandoon yung mga government.
Na Photoshop ka.
Well, ang mga maabilidad na individual, minsan, alam mo naman.
Oh,
But I
yes.
don't, but straightforward. I am no communist. I don't believe in communism. I believe in democracy. I believe in certainty. I believe in equal opportunity. I believe na ikaw, kapag nagsikap ka, pwede mong gastusin, pwede mong pakinabangan ang lahat, the fruits of your labor. You have to enjoy it. You have the right to enjoy it. And ang komersyo ay pantay-pantay. In fact, ayokong masyadong too much control ng gobyerno sa komersyo. Yeah?
Okay.
And that doesn't apply with communism.
Yes.
So ako, one flag, one country.
Okay.
Philippine flag and the country is Philippines. I don't like disintegration. No? While at the same manner, remember, mamamayan mo rin itong mga to. Baka naligaw to ng landas. Di ba dapat ikinukumbinsin mo ito? Hindi mo sila ini-alienate. No? Whether they disagree with you or agree with you, you must govern. And there is only one government, Philippine government. Yeah? I don't like terrorists. I condemn terrorism. I don't believe in communism. I believe in equal opportunity. Babae, lalaki, bakla, tomboy, mahirap, middle class, mayaman, can live peacefully. We deserve peace. Peace is a very expensive and hard to find word. But we must seek for it because peace brings us better things. More than yung pagalit-galit, more than yung alienation, ini-alienate natin. Pag hindi nag-agree sa'yo, bastos na. Wag ganon. Hindi ako naniniwala doon. There must be government, kailangan ng gobyerno may tenga. Nakikinig sa lahat ng sektor. Hindi ka makapag-gobyerno kung kayo-kayo lang ang sinasabi niyong, ang tawag ko nga doon, BBS.
What's that?
Bilib na bilib sa sarili. So maliwanag. I hope,
yeah.
Lawrence, I answered you straightforward answer.
No other categorical statement than that. Okay? This is from Jen Calimon of TV5.
Jen.
May we get your reaction po sa sinabi ni veteran journalist na Sito Beltran sa Philippine Star to, that your attack to VP Lenny felt like a pirated version of the Duterte campaign tactics in 2016? Dahil ba ito sa mga ilang tao na nagpapatakbo ng inyong kampanya na siyang humawak din sa kampanya noon ni Presidente Duterte?
Well, good luck to him. I respect his opinion. He's entitled to it. But there is no truth about it.
Okay. Si George Carino naman ng
George.
ABS-CBN. Cesar Chavez has resigned from ISKO Moreno camp. Alam ko to kasi paalam to si Cesar sa akin as Chief of Staff.
Exactly.
Yung
Ano naman,
career.
Nagkaroon siya ng health reason. That's one. Two, he has to attend to his family. So, ayoko nag-i-interfere pagka pamilya na.
Okay.
Siyempre, kaya ka nga naghahanap buhay para sa pamilya mo. And I respect that.
This question is from Gabriel Lalu of Inquirer.net.
Gabriel.
Okay. Supporter of the VP are condemning Mayor ISKO due to his choice of words like yellow tard, inodoro. I just want to ask him. I just asked her, Miss Samira Gutok reacted to these statements considering that she used to be an Ocho Derecho candidate. Did the mayor consider her before making these statements?
Well, di ba sila rin naman tinatawag nila yung iba na names?
Hindi ko alam yun. Anong name?
Di ba may tinatawag sila mga tards din. But anyway,
Di
ba?
Yes,
but anyway, Gabriel, I move on.
So, that's settled. Teka, meron akong babasahin dito from the Facebook.
Sure.
This is from Rika sa Manila Speak ito sa Facebook. What questions for ISKO Yorme? What is your position regarding our international policy vis-a-vis the rivalry between China and the US? How will you realistically and most sustainably address geopolitical issues like increasing instability in the Middle East and South China Sea?
Okay. One, in a civilized world, in a civilized time, we must be guided by law and order. Okay. That includes our relationship to the world. Now, there is a ruling in Hague that favors the countries protecting our sovereignty. 7,000 plus islands. That includes the West Philippine Sea. Now, so we have a paper. We won. We will continue to pursue that. No? But at the same manner, we will use, one thing that I have learned with the Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, the patience, yung patience niya.
Yes.
Yung he knows when eh. He knows when. And patiently, nagsikap siya. Tinibayan niya ang damdamin niya to protect the interests of Singapore. In this case, WPS, first things first, I will work with priorities. We continue to recognize Hague ruling, no? But I will work with priorities. One, the threat to national security, the number one threat to national security is food security. Now, we must fish in that area as Filipinos, undisturbed at hindi naharang, hindi napiperwisyo. Will I make sense with the Chinese government? I'll try to be reasonable. I'll meet them halfway somewhere else. But we must fish. Kailangan yung mga mangingisda makapangisda. At yung isda ay pagkain na kapagbibigay ng kasiguruhan o seguridad sa ating bansa bilang pagkain. Then, what else we can do? If there will be an opportunity, and I'm telling you, straightforward, opportunity, yung sinasabi, which is wala naman nakakaalam sa atin. Let's say theoretical, may langis. How can we extract? How can we utilize our resources in the said area now that the China is in control? But as far as I'm concerned, they are in control in the area. We have no power to throw them away in the area. While we have the winning, we are the winner of the Hague ruling, recognizing our sovereignty as a country and protecting our interests in that ruling. But let's be practical about our situation. Tayo hindi tayo nakakapangisda ngayon, nandoon ang mga barko nila, nandoon ang barko nila panggera, nakapagtatag sila ng mga pasilidad. Who made mistake? I don't know. I don't want to blame them anymore. I have to move forward again. How can I utilize this situation? And hypothetically and theoretically, if there is oil, let's move now to that level. Sabi ng scientifico, may langis. Then I'll talk to them. I'll try to be reasonable on how to protect the interests of 100 million Filipinos, the interests of the country. For example, let's just do the math. We don't have money, we don't have facility, engineering, ability to dig oil. Then we deal with them. We deal with our private sectors in the country and private sectors in China. When we dig, what do we get? For example, 40%. Let's just say 40%. Whether it is 50-50, whether it is 40%. Let's just do the math. 40%. If we have 40%, hypothetical tayo. Do with the 40 hour factoring simply because the cost of electricity here is like parang nakatira ka sa Forbes Park. Parang nakatira sa Beverly Hills. So that's why they don't go here. So if I can utilize those, I will do that. Bakit? Pinoteksyonan ko interest ng Pilipino. Now, by the time, maybe not in our lifetime, but at least if we are consistent, if we have goals, if we have objectives, at tuloy-tuloy, naturally, protected na lahat ng isla natin. Then naturally, we solve smuggling because there's a presence of our enforcement unit and protecting our archipelagic country from north to south in the western board. Kasi sa eastern board, wala naman tayong problema. Wala naman tayong
Pardon me for cutting you in. Because
Sure.
I noticed that your strategy or plans are quite similar with President Duterte's policy on the West Philippine Sea. And there are also criticisms that you are a closet Duterte administration candidate.
No, I am not a candidate of President Duterte. Technically speaking, it's Bato and Bongo. That's the administration candidate.
Yes. But on
And I'm action candidate, no?
Yes.
Under the Action Party. And I am not a candidate of them.
Yes.
Because I disagree with them. Remember that? I agree only on Duterte kapag kapakinabangan ng taong bayan.
In this
Pero
case, sa West Philippine, katulad sa West Philippine Sea.
Pagkamali, napansin mo, sabi ko, ang bilhin nyo po, Remdesivir, Tocilizumab, wag face shield. Naalala nyo yun?
Yes.
And I was criticized by the administration.
And now they're doing it.
Politics.
And now they're,
And pinaglaban ko yung tao. Now, going back here, that's my strategy. I will not bring jet ski and tell you all other things. I am very specific on what I'm gonna do given a chance. Pag binigyan nyo ako ng pagkakataon, I'll talk to them. Then, I will continue to recognize our treaties, our agreements with other countries. In this case, our allies, long-term allies, United States of America. We will recognize MDT. In fact, palalakasin ko pa yung BFA, yung Visiting Forces Agreement, so that we can continue to equip our military, our armed forces, and hopefully learn so many things.
yes.
And hopefully they can borrow some kind of armaments that can protect the interest and safety of every Filipinos in every islands of this country. Then I'm going to continue in our own little way to revive the impression of European countries with regard to our country. We want to win back their trust. You know, yung perception sa atin bilang bansa. Because we will be certain with our contracts. We will certain be with our rules. That is our goal. That is how we're going to deal with them. Now, will we cancel trade? No. Because WPS is different from trade. From
WTO, World Trade Organization.
We will continue to trade with China. We will continue to trade with Japan. We will continue to trade with Korea. We will continue to trade with Taiwan and America. We will continue to engage our neighboring Asian region or Southeast Asia. No, we will continue to manage commerce with our neighboring countries because politics is different from opportunity.
And economics.
We will squeeze whatever we can squeeze for us to grow economically speaking.
Yes. Let me cut you. Kasi I know you're a British scholar and now there is the new alliance, self-defense alliance, Australia, United Kingdom, and the US. Should you win the presidency, are you open to join up to this AUKUS, Australia, UK, US?
My question is, will it benefit us? Kasi self-interest tayo. President should always go after to the interest of its people. The same manner, the sauce for the gander is the sauce for the goose. The Chinese protect their Chinese people. The Americans protect their interests also. We must join only on things that will benefit us. Is it more beneficial for us? Then I will do so. Why not? It's an opportunity for the country. It's an opportunity for our people.
Okay. Another question from Rika of Manila Speak. Rika, with the rumored recession of China, how will you guarantee that it will not affect our economy?
Oh, there's so many countries in this world that we can trade with.
Okay.
There's so many fish in the ocean, metaphorically speaking.
Yes. Okay.
Kaya importante na mabuhay natin yung ating pagkatao bilang bansa. Because the best asset of our country is the people.
Yes.
Tao ang Pilipino ang asset natin, mga kababayan natin ang asset natin. Yan yung ilalaban natin sa mundo.
Yes. And China has 1 billion people and we are only 110 million.
But we are better than them. I
Yes.
agree with that.
Okay.
We are better in communication. Mas malambot ang dila natin. Mas madali tayo mag-absorb. We can communicate. And we are more skilled than them. I guarantee you that. Mas maraming matalinong Pilipino. In fact, most of the tech companies in this world, multi-billion-dollar company, the foreigners behind them, most of it are Filipinos. That includes in Pixar, for example. Yung mga talent ng Pilipino, yun ang yaman ng Pilipino. Yun ang yaman ng Pilipinas, yung tao.
Okay.
Kaya I don't think pag isa nawala, may 10 opportunity.
Okay.
And I will not stop, di ba?
Okay.
You lose some, you gain some. That's life. Kaya
Okay.
sabi ko nga sa'yo, tita, madadapa tayo ng 7 beses. Kailangan 8 beses tayong babangon. O
Okay,
tayo
that's
susunod.
Yes. Last question, Rica. We have one of the most expensive utilities in the region. Nasabi mo na yan. That is
Exactly.
energy.
That's why, Rita, I want to be competitive.
Tatapusin ko muna yung tanong niya. Grabe po ang energy crisis ngayon sa probinsya. How will you make energy more affordable and more affordable to the masses? How do you suggest we jumpstart our economy?
Okay. Hindi lang kuryente, Rita.
Yes.
Maniniwala ka ba na malaking porsyento ng ating bansa walang access to potable water? Potable drinking water. Malaking porsyento. And I was shocked. In Metro Manila, 92%. Most of the portion in Northern Luzon, 33%. In Barm, 8.7% connectivity. So, bukod sa kuryente, pati tubig, walang access ang tao. And I cannot even believe that in the beginning. Kasi, hindi naman tayo sumali eh. Bakit hindi natin na-develop yung mga pasilidad na yun? Now, with regard to the question about the electricity, we will continue to engage private sector. Maraming pera ngayon ng private sector. Hindi sila nakaparticipate sa gobyerno. One, because of pandemic. Two, we will more aggressive doing the PPPs in the country, especially with our electrical consumption requirement. We guarantee you that.
Di mas mataas din ang electricity na yan dahil private sector na naman.
Meron tayong pamamaraan na para mapagmura yun.
Yung current na yung bibigyan ngayon ng gobyerno, Department of Transportation, ayuda in transport, public transport, dahil itong consecutive weeks na nagtaas yung gasolina natin.
Exactly. In our own little way, kita, di ba, sa Maynila. I mean, if sila na magsasabi at ilang beses na sila na interview, sa Maynila lang sila nakakuha ng pagmamahal. I mean, that's what they said.
Yung electric cab, di ba? May free
that includes, we have to adapt to science, naturally. Yung progression lang. Kasi naman, ako, ayoko rin naman ng bibigla. Kailangan may transition, but we have to move forward. We have to move fast. Kailangan mabilis lagi ang kilos. With all honesty.
We have a question from the Reuters News, Jerome Pacurales. On the economic front, what is your platform? What are your key economic programs for infrastructure, government's balance sheet, GDP growth generators?
Okay, with GDP growth, we will invest more in HDI and MPN. Yung tao, no? yung pag napataas natin ang kalidad ng pamumuhay ng tao, no? Naturally, nag-grow yan, nag-aspire yan ng better. So the minimum basic needs will be addressed, no? Para umangat lang ng konti, at least 1 step or 2 step for wherever they are right now. Now, yung foreign direct investment is gonna be a very challenging task for the next administration because of some impression sa ating bansa. So I have to win their heart the way we did it in Manila. Hopefully, I'll be successful someday to win their heart. In Manila, what we did is I had a marketing rally when I assumed office. I've talked to PCCI, FCCI, and all other Chamber of Commerce. And I created a policy, binenta ko sa kanila yung polisiya, at pumasok sila. In the case of City of Manila, before I became mayor, 20-30 billion lamang ang pumapasok sa amin. First year natin, 120 billion. Second year natin, pandemic, 147 billion. So, yun yung ating isang bentahe, no? That we can work with anyone. Then, yung mga paluluwagin natin ng unti-unti, yung mga quarantine procedure.
Okay.
We will open up step by step. Then, we will involve Filipinos who has capacity to invest in our country, in the government programs. We will continue, we assure you, routers, we will continue whatever they have started already. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng build na yun, stimulant yun, no? Lahat ng build na yun, na nasimula na, we will continue that. Kasi taxpayers' money yun. We guarantee you that. Second, all contracts that are existing will be recognized as long as it's favorable for our country and our people. So, tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Itutuloy natin yung mga bagay na okay, na pwede, na maganda, and we will invest more to every family. Para yung velocity ng pera, umikot. We generate more commerce, business, jobs will be made available, then the capacity to buy, no, ng isang tao tataas, then iikot na yung pera.
Okay. May tanong
And of
dito
course,
from,
we'll be happy to receive some suggestions from those people who are specialists in their field of undertaking, especially with their economic knowledge on how to develop our economic situation.
Okay. I have a Twitter question from Moira Galyagas. She's a former diplomat on our DFA. Depending how polls and trends go in the months leading to the election, will a candidate be willing to enter into a coalition with another to boost chances of winning and to get a seat at the table?
Why not? I can work with anyone, Madam Ambassador.
Okay. From Sherry Ann Torres, ABS-CBN, any chances of you going back to unity talks with BP Lenny? Or what will make you go back to the negotiating table? What should be the main considerations? Can you expound, saying more about your take with Senator Manny Pacquiao?
I can work with anybody.
Consistent ka naman dyan. When will your kick-off starting point?
February pa naman. Pero now nagko-consultation na kami. And some alignment in the locals all over the
Okay.
Yung assignment ng isang kandidato, I have to do it. But the official campaign will be on February.
Pero how soon can you complete a senatorial lineup, 12-month senatorial lineup?
Doesn't have to.
Okay.
Kasi ang tao naman bumoboto sa Senado, bumoboto sa tao, bumoboto. So hindi naman kailangan. And lean and mean is better.
Okay. Ito, tanong ko, local
Kasi
talaga.
importante naman yung kung ano ka bilang kandidato, anong karakter.
Yes. Ito, balik tayo sa local. Kasi kahapon lang nabalita to. Yung Metro Manila Council have decided na mag-restrict again dun sa ang going to the All Souls Day celebration o observance na October 29 to November 2, lahat close ang public and private memorial parks. Did you agree with
We
that?
did that last year, di ba?
Oo, yeah.
And it became national policy. And before the MMC, we already passed the nasarado ang aming sementeryo. So supplemental na lang yung sa MMDA o yung MMC.
So how do you intend to continue?
Bawal pumunta sa panahon ng undas, no? Pero kaya ginawa namin, lagi namin inaagahan, Ma'am Marichu, para lahat ng tao mabisita naman nila yung kanilang mahal sa buhay na nahimlay. Meron hindi magsiksikan. So after that, may period, hindi na pwede. Tapos after that, they can go again. Ang payo ko naman, total, lagi naman maagap ang Maynila, naabisuhan naman na lahat. On top of this, merong MMC, you go now, para hindi na kayo ma-expose to the problem. I mean,
Ayun namang curfew, shortening of the curfew, do you think it will work well?
Anything that will is doing business and create commerce that generates jobs, I'm in support of that.
Okay.
Kasi hindi tayo mabubuhay, Tita Marichu, hindi tayo mabubuhay ng kakatago.
Yes.
Hindi talaga. It
mo
do more harm. Okay na tayo last year. Maraming kalituhan, maraming hindi alam. I think almost 2 years now in the pandemic, we've learned a lot of things already as government policymaker.
Pero ilang beses mo nabanggit na the children must go back to school. Hindi ba nakasama
and ready to vaccinate. FDA approved already Pfizer and Moderna. We already initiated pre-registration. We have about 40,000 kids, 12 to 17 years old, who registered already. So we are ready to deploy. Anytime sabihin ng national government na pwede na, titirahin na natin. So, kasi gusto ko na makalabas sila eh. Because, Tita Marichu, naapektuhan na yung mga bata. Nahihirapan na yung mga magulang. You know, siyempre, anak nila yan eh. Pag may anak tayo, Tita.
And
I read, constraint or para sila
confined. And I read in your Twitter kahapon na you deploy additional laptops for the distance learning?
Oh, yes. In line with our adaptation of the blended distance learning last year, 130,000 tablets and 299,000 SIM cards at 10 gig, we are going to reinforce it in the coming weeks, which is we already approved and acquired at parating na, another 60,000 tablets, and from 10 gig, magiging 20 gig na with the same price.
Yung resumption ng face-to-face classes, wala daw doon ng NCR?
Pag kami nabigyan ng pagkakataon, makasama ang isang eskwelahan namin, we are already preparing.
Okay. Ready na my schools?
We are preparing already. Ngayon, kung maaprobahan nila yung design namin, at sinabi nilang, tira na tayo, we will adapt.
Ilang public schools yan, sir?
100 plus. Elementary
sa Manila.
Sa Manila yung public. Amin.
Yes. Yes.
Elementary high school.
How many?
100 plus.
100 plus on top of the private pa yan, di ba?
On top of the private.
Alam mo sa mga reporters mo na nagko-cover sa'yo, marami pang pa-follow up. Si Mark kaya additional question daw. Mark kaya, may we ask reason behind outbursts against BP Robredo? Why criticize the BP who's trailing behind you in the surveys? Is this because he stands to gain if Robredo's support votes goes to him based on internal survey, party survey study?
Mark, review mo na lang. Nasagot ko na kanina yan.
Okay. Additional question from Jen Calimon of TV5. Hello, Yorme. May we get your reaction? Ito nakuha na to kay Sito Beltran. So, nakuha na yun. Tapos may additional question po si Lawrence Tanhoco. Ano po ang take ni Mayor sa constitutional reform, federal, parliamentary, and divorce?
Well, again and again, let's focus on TASA. We may amend our laws. I'm okay ako dyan. Anything that will develop our laws that addresses the situation of our people, go ahead ako dyan. But for the meantime, before anything else, how do we address life and livelihood? How do we move forward to the normalcy? Doon ako nakapokus. At yun ang dapat ang focus natin. Tao muna. But I'm always open to any innovation with regard to amendment of laws, even constitution. I'm okay. No problem. But first things first, more than the politics, more than any other laws, it's the situation. Paano natin maaalis sa hirap ng buhay na dinaranas ng kababayan natin ngayon. Sa sitwasyon na yun.
Okay.
Yan ang focus ko. Yun ang trust.
Okay. Let me go down to less ano naman. Back to our informal talks na naman. Are you ready to, hindi pa nga to masyadong hard. Are you ready to present your SALN? Have you presented your SALN?
Of course, it's public there. It's there already.
What is your net worth, sir?
About 70 million.
Okay.
More or
Hindi
less.
ka na, pero hindi ka, wala kang liabilities. Financial.
Meron ako. But the thing is, ang good news ko naman sa inyo, alam mo na kung saan ka pupunta sa susunod na tatanong. As far as I'm concerned, as of today, since 1998, okay, as of today, because remember, I'm now a candidate.
Okay.
But as of today, since 1998, 23 years of my life in government service, I have never charged of any corruption.
Akala ko
How can you survive?
mo. Okay. Teka, may pabulang POCAP for foreign direct investments. Which sectors are you eyeing to further liberalize and how full for foreign ownership? Which sectors do you plan to prioritize when Philippines has comparative advantage?
Yun nga, yung industry, manufacturing for that matter, we have allowed mining. But we don't manufacture things. Let's just say, whatever the results of this, yung produkto ng mining na to, sana makakreate tayo ng manufacturing. To create an industry, no? Why? Kasi ginagawa, kinukuha lang sa atin yung mina, dinadala sa bansa, yung bansa na yun, kasi mas mura ang kuryente. Then bebenta sa atin yung finished product. Pero yung raw mat sa atin galing. Yung manufacturing sa kanila napunta. Yung kita sa kanila rin napunta. So what I'm saying is that is one of those. No? And yung ating, tingin ko, we have to win back the impression ng ating bansa. Nang pagkatiwalaan tayo muli.
Okay.
We will be certain with our rules. Okay. We will not change our rules in the middle of the ball game. Contracts will be recognized. And we're going to be certain about it. And habang inikayat natin yung mga banyaga, yung ating mga kababayan dito, na natutulog ang pera, tulog ang pera nila because they did not, or maybe it was a limited PPP. Mga katribo lang ang na-PPP. So we'll open the market. We will level the playing field. We will level it. Open. Everybody can participate.
Okay, as long as within the constitutional limits.
Siyempre, yun naman ang importante.
Anyway, sabi mo here will not be a revengeful government. So do we take it to mean that you will, if ever you get elected, you will, yung mga cabinet members ni Duterte, those who are performing well will be retained, and who will be those who will...
Kung sino ang mabisa, kung sino, whether opposition, whether administrasyon, kung sino masakala ang mabisa, I will ask them to participate. Sino sa kanila ang akusado? Naakusahan.
Face the music. Face the music.
Yung naakusahan, face the music, exactly. We'll throw the books to them. Yung batas. Kung ano yung nasa batas. Okay. Hindi para pagigantihan, kundi para papanagutin ang may mga sala. Whether it is an ill-gotten wealth, we go after that. Whether a crime committed, we go after that. But again and again, rule of law. Ang batas ay ipatutupad pantay-pantay at gagawin at hahabulin ang mga nagkasala, ang mga nagnakaw, ang mga akusado sa loob ng mata ng batas. Hindi sa capriccio at kapangyarihan lang ng absolute power. Okay.
Can I go back to ISKO Moreno, the actor? Because over the weekend, I saw your movie. Parang
makita yung brief ko.
Hindi, yung movie mo, I was able to watch snippets of that. So when are you going to have it shown?
I don't know with the producer. I heard they're going to show it on November. I don't know. It's a musical. I saw the preview and I like it.
Saan lalabas yun? Sa Netflix? Saan lalabas yun?
I really don't know. I'm not involved in the production.
Being a former actor, so do we take it to mean na yung mga former actresses who turn to politics will be among your key supporters, or you will be
Hindi naman.
inviting?
I want everybody as much as possible to support me. I hope.
Okay.
I really wanted to convince each and every one of you because I need a lot of help.
Yeah.
Kailangan kong tulong ninyong lahat. So whether they're former actors, turned politician, or politician wanted to be an actor, everyone.
ang haba sana
kailangan
lang.
ko ng tulong. Mahirap kasi sa sitwasyon ko, Mama Richo. Wala naman akong pamilya na impact ulila na nga ako sa magulang.
Teka.
So wala akong mga political families na, kaya kailangan ko ng tulong talaga.
Umaangal si Xie Torres ng ABS-CBN.
Sino? Ciel.
Si Xie. Kasi di mo daw sinagot yung kung may unity talks pa ba siya kay VP Lenny or Pacquiao.
Tapos na yun, di ba?
Done.
Di ba nasagot ko na kanina?
Ano ba sabi mo na you're going through with your presidency?
I can work with anyone. If we can unify people, why not? That includes them.
And
but
that includes
time, again, I did not run because against ako sa kanya. No, that's not my
clarify ko. Clarify ko lang. When you said you're open to even slide down to vice presidency, if ever?
No. I've decided already. Applied for the position.
Hindi ko alam to, may tanong dito. Si Santi Jalinas, regarding po sa bilis kilos na program ni Yorme, i-adapt po ba yan ang bilis kilos kagaya sa Japan? Ano to?
Yeah. Ang galing nun
Ano yun?
Of course. I mean, yes, why not?
Ano itong bilis kilos?
Bilis kilos is, there is a problem and there is data. We introduce actions or plan and take actions immediately. If we fail, bangon agad. Then, action ulit. Make it better. Kung successful, innovate. Scale it. We cannot analyze and paralyze all the time. That's the concept of bilis kilos.
Okay. Kala ko si Boss Miguel Belmonte ko nagtatanong din ng question
Si Sir Miguel.
Kala ko may question na apparently napakinggan niya si Noli de Castro nag-back out. He was asking me kung totoo yun.
Nasagot ko na kanina.
Yes,
Sir.
nasagot mo nga. Anyway, sir, last question pa na as a takeaway question. What will be the role of your wife as First Lady and your kids? Tapos,
well, the official position is First Lady.
Yes.
Okay? But I'm really proud of my children.
How many
I'm
ba?
really proud of my wife. For the past 23 years,
Isa lang.
hindi siya kasali sa gobyerno.
Okay.
Because that is my policy. Nobody in my family can interfere in governance. And I'm really proud of her and proud of my children kasi wala. Tingnan nyo. Hindi nyo nga alam ko kung may asawa ko, di ba? Minsan napagkakamalan pa akong binata. Binat na po ako.
Anyway.
20 years na po ako mahigit na kasal. At 5 po ang anak ko. 4 na lalaki, 1 babae.
Wow.
But I don't allow them to participate in government.
So,
ganun din ang asawa ko. She will function, given a chance, may awa ang Diyos. She will function as First Lady. But not to function in other government activities or policy.
Pero hindi ka pala model ng hindi ka pala model ng family planning.
Wala. Mama Richo. In fairness, di ba? Hindi pa siya na-meet. Hindi pa siya na-meet. Wala.
Hindi. Nakita ko lang sa Twitter, nililigawan mo na
ano lang siya, yung napakasimple. He goes to the mall, she wants to do grocery. That's it. Nakamaong, simple. So I'm really proud of her.
Teka muna, meron akong prepare na introduction sa iyo kanina na ang ganda-ganda, kaya lang alam ko napakaraming question. Ngayon may sasabi ko sa iyo. Si Manny Villar, who was once a tondo boy like you, parang rags to riches, then very colorful ang life, and he used that kind of sipag at tiyaga, but unfortunately he lost. How with Isko Moreno, rags to riches also? Hindi man talagang rich, no? Pero at least very ganun din, inspiring ang story mo. Will this time make Tondo really make it to the presidency, make it all the way to Malacanang?
Ipinagpapasa Diyos ko yan. Unang-una, ni mamukat sa isip at mapanaginipan, hindi ko akalaing aabutin ko tong dulong to. Yeah. Basura sa basurahan. Yeah. Hindi ko akalaing artistahin ako. Somebody saw me. Gusto ko lang makisali sa gobyerno, makapaglingkod. Then I was given a chance by the people of Tondo. Then, nagkaroon ako ng kakulangan sa katawan, sa akademya. Pinunan ko. Lumaki ang responsibilidad ko buong Maynila. Na-expose ako sa mundo, sa mga iba pang mga usaping panlipunan. All other things. Ang dami ko ng ups and downs. Ang dami kong stumbling blocks sa buhay. Pero narating ko to ngayon. Why ako umabot sa ngayon? Hindi ko alam. With all honesty. Kaya, ang sinasabi ko nga, kung ito talaga yung reason ko to exist in the world o sa mundo, then so be it. I will do my best in my own little way. Do everything within my means, with the help of people, sensible one. And I will leave it to God. If this is destiny, so be it.
Kala ko iiyak ka na eh. Sige nga.
Kasi, Tita Maricho, long journey. Very long. Near to impossible. Kaya may ilan na hindi matanggap. Na basurero lang ang mamumuno sa kanila. Sila, mga pinagpalang may gintong kutsara sa bibig. Sila na sinasabing magaling sila. At mataas ang moral ascendancy nila sa iba. Kaya hindi nila matanggap. At naganap din sa akin yan sa Maynila. Ang mga political elitists in Manila did not accept me. But I was with our people. Yung maging mayor ka lang ng Manila, galing ka sa basurero, wala na akong hanapin pa. Kasapi na ako ng kasaysayan. And I'm willing to take that risk for you and your children, for the viewers who are watching. So what? Wala namang mawawala sa akin eh. Galing ako sa wala eh. Kaya ang tanging na ibibigay ko is oras. I'm willing to learn. I accept mistakes. And from that mistakes, I learn. Move forward. Dapa, bangon, walang sukuan. Sa awa ng Diyos, ang haba ng lakbay na yun. Hindi ko isipin na pwede pala. Posible pala. So kung nangyari sa akin, hindi pwede na mangyari sa anak mo, Mama Marichu. Sa anak ng mga manonood natin. Sa anak ng mga mahihirap nating magulang. Sa anak ng mga middle class nating mga magulang. Pwede rin pala sila. Kahit wala silang tatay na presidente. Kahit wala silang asawang bayani. Pwede pala. Posible pala. So that thing will happen. That thing will happen. Then there will be opportunity for everyone to aspire the same.
Okay. Sabi mo, pinunan mo na. School of Hard Knocks ka, how did you fill up that part of the educational attainment?
Went back to regular school.
So ano ang pinalagay mo ng college degree mo? Public administration? You finished public
Business management. Went to law school. Took up some executive program. Salamat sa Diyos. Kahit na masama ako mag-English, masama ang grammar ko minsan, masama ang diction ko, natanggap ako sa JFK School of Government in their executive program.
Yes, I know.
Twice. Then I went to Oxford University to take up another executive program. And thanks to UP and CPAG, they taught me MBN, the minimum basic needs of our people.
Yes.
That MBN taught to me 20 years ago, hanggang ngayon dala-dala ko, to address the minimum basic needs. Now they call it HDI, the Human Development Index.
Yeah. That's
And I continue to believe in that.
Yeah. School of Hard Knocks ka talaga. School of Hard Knocks.
While it is true that I have practical experience dahil ako'y galing sa hirap, I did not stop there. I don't like porn, poverty porn. We have to move on. We have to inspire people. I don't utilize, exploit yung hirap ng tao. Yeah. I don't want pagod ng tao. Pagod ng tao sa kapay. Pagod ng tao sa mga salitaang para sa mahirap. Dapat para sa tao. Ang tao may estado sa buhay. Mahirap, middle class, mayaman. When you govern to everyone. You don't alienate. At hindi ka pwede maging special. Kaya ka lang mamumuno dahil ikaw ang special, kayo ang holy. Sila hindi. Sila pupunta sa langit, tayo pupunta sa impyerno.
I feel you. Anyway, overextended na ako. Sana may gusto pa ako tanong sa'yo. Kung mamarapatin mo yung persistent na atake sa'yo na ISKO daw is a gambler.
Ay, diba? Maraming beses ko na sinagot. Tita, sabi ko, Nina, sa Maynila ka, di ba? Every election, yan ang lumalabas. I go to casino when I was a councilor and vice mayor then. When I was in public office because of the Japanese friends that I have. No? But when I became mayor, I never stepped into it because President Duterte came up
with
the executive order and it was posted. Do I go to casino hotels with casino? Yes, because I go to the hotel. I go to the restaurant. I'm no gambler.
Yes. Okay.
But I know all types of gambling. Caracruz, Palmo, Tanching, Posoy, Participate, Compits. Lahat ng buhay. Sugal lupa, sugal mayaman. I know it.
Okay.
But then again, of all the technologies, I am no gambler.
Okay. I am now giving you the floor and the last spills for you to appeal directly. Sana, I was about to, sabi ko, sana umiyak si ISKO, hindi ko napaiyak. Anyway, you don't need drama because you've been known as a good actor. You won, I think, acting awards already, so you don't need to over-dramatize everything. So, Mayor?
That's why, ayun nga, sabi ko sa iyo, yung mga holier than daw.
Sige, Lopango, ikaw, Lopango.
Well, Tita Marichu, maraming salamat sa opportunity na to sa ating mga kababayan nag-stay at nagka-interest na manood. Sa ating mga journalists who asked their question, I hope I answered it in properly in my own little way. And trying to be honest as much as possible with you and treated you fairly with an answer sa ating mga kababayan. Mga kababayan, tibayan ninyo yung kalooban. Patatagin ninyo ang inyong damdamin. Lahat ng smoke screen gagawin sa atin para lumabo ang paningin natin. Ang tunay na kalaban, COVID-19. COVID-19 brought us where we are right now. Mga kababayan, you deserve to live in our present. Given a chance, we'll try to work together for a better future. May awa ang Diyos. That is my commitment to you. I may not be the perfect president or candidate. One thing for sure, I have time and dedicated my life to public service. Half of it. And I did try to show that in our own little way here in Manila. And if I can share this type of attitude, this type of ideas to the entire country, I'll be happy to do so. And hopefully, bigyan ninyo ako ng pagkakataon na yun. But then again, without, mag-ingat, magsiyasat. Kasi lilituhin tayo niyan. Lilituhin tayo mga kababayan. But let me assure you again, those who failed us, those who committed crimes, abuse, corruption, the long arm of the law, they cannot escape that. They cannot escape the long arm of the law. We'll go after them under the rule of law. Sa loob ng mata ng batas. Hindi dahil kaaway natin ang pamilya nila sa politika. Hindi dahil kaaway natin sila sa partido. Hindi para pagigantihan sila. Let's heal. Heal. Ang dami ng umabuso sa bansa natin. Mas mabigat pa ang ginawa sa atin. Pinatay ang mga lolo't lola natin ng mga Hapon. Pero nakuha natin silang patawarin at nag-move on tayo. But we don't forget. So that we will not make the same mistakes again later on. And that's what I'm trying to say to each and every one of you. Hindi ito usaping babae, lalaki, bakla, tomboy, offensive or not. No, this is our life. We have to fight for it. We have to fight together for our future. If not, we'll go nowhere. Hindi umunlad ang buhay ng Pilipino sa away ng mga politika, ng mga pamilya sa nagdaan. Ito pa rin tayo. Let us wake up. Wake up together. Let's work together. Diretso, focus, direksyon. Meron tayong dapat commonality. Kaya hopefully, maunawaan ninyo ko kung saan ako nanggagaling. Then again, if I offended you of being honest and true to my dreams and aspirations in life, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'm just being me and real. And truth hurts. Real talks matter. Results matter. The question is, where were you when we needed you most? That must be the question of our people. That must be the question of Ma'am Marichu and his children and those who are watching right now. Where are you when we needed you most? Where are you during those struggling times when there's so many uncertainty? Where were you? Yan po ang itanong ninyo mga kababayan sa mga kandidato natin. Katulad ko rin. So mag-ingat kayo. May awa ang Diyos. After the rain, there is a rainbow.
Yes. I have the answer for your question. You've been like me, you've been a COVID case, and we survived and we prevailed upon that enemy. And I suppose that's a good sign for you because among the real presidential contenders, you're the only one who survived and lived to talk about it.
That's why I got a doctor as vice president. Decided and
Doc Willie Ong, yes.
Dr.
Yes,
Willie
Doc Willie Ong.
May awa ang Diyos mga kababayan.
May
And I
pahabol
hope
pa.
that makes sense to you.
Yes,
I
yes.
opted to choose finally with a doctor, not with political marriage.
Yes, yes. May pahabol na
Because
tanong
I
sa'yo.
choose you. I choose you, Ma'am Marichu. I choose your viewers. I choose our journalists and their family. I choose the people, not myself.
Yes. Paano daw ikaw magka-campaign? Mga Action Democratic mo daw ready with the political machinery compared to the juggernaut of the administration, juggernaut?
Our machinery is our visions and aspirations and prueba. Sa amin po ni Doc Willie, may resibo. Sa kanila, kwento pa lang nila. Papangarapin pa lang nila. Kami po may resibo. Modesty aside, siyasat niyo na lang po.
Okay. On that note, yeah, meron ng accomplishments ahead of you. Your reputation precedes you. Anyway, on that note, I would like to thank the good mayor for sharing us his precious time and sabi nga niya, forgive and forget, although you stood me up last time, I've forgiven you.
Oo.
But I had a better guess.
Time kayo si Doc Willie.
Yes, I had
Because
a
I
good
want
time.
him to be himself,
Yes.
expose himself to questions
Yeah.
and issues and tasks at hand.
Pareho
And I'm
kayo.
happy sa ginawa niyo sa kanya. Thank you.
Pareho
At least
kayo.
kilala siya ng tao.
Yeah, pareho kayo straight talking. Walang mga straight talking, no buladas.
Ay paluting.
Okay. Thank you, Yorme. Sana I can have you soon also in the future once the campaign really rolls out next year.
Thank you. Ingat kayo.
Thank you.
Keep safe, everyone. Learn to live with COVID-19 and go back to work safely.
Yes.
Pilipinas, God first.
Okay. Thank you. So, colleagues, see you next week. And we will have the more dramatic one because he cried during the launch of his vice presidency, Senator Kiko Pangilinan. So, next week, let's look forward to having Senator Kiko Pangilinan. Good day, stay COVID-free and healthy.